Little Red Riding Hood, the wolf who wore Grandma's face, the Red Hood, the ego's invitation to fear. Innocence was told to be careful before it ever left the house. Don't talk to strangers. Stay on the path. The mind's first lesson was fear, not curiosity. The color red marked the beginning of guilt, the idea that something pure could be in danger. The hood is not protection. It's a target. It says, "Look at me. I am apart." Red carries the echo of the ego's first scream, "I am separate from love." And once that belief is accepted, every tree becomes a threat. Every shadow becomes a stranger. The mother's warning is not wisdom, it's projection. It's the conditioned mind passing down its own nightmares. The path is time itself, and once you believe it must be followed, you begin to fear what's off of it. The wolf, the voice of the ego. The wolf does not hunt. He whispers. He says, "Why hurry? Look around. Take a detour." That is how the ego speaks, not as violence but as suggestion. He wears charm like fur. He asks questions that sound innocent. "Where are you going, little girl?" And innocence answers, because innocence still believes in dialogue. The wolf is not evil, he's hungry. He represents appetite, the part of the mind that believes fulfillment lies in form. He is desire disguised as friendliness. He pretends to protect but only to possess. And what do we call him? The big bad wolf. Big because we made him real. Bad because we gave him power. Yet he's only as big as belief allows. Only as bad as the guilt projected onto him. The flowers. Distraction by form. Along the way the girl sees flowers. Soft colors, fragrant petals, symbols of fleeting beauty. She leaves the path to pick them, the ego's favorite game. The flowers represent the world's good things, pleasures, rewards, shiny distractions. They look harmless, but every time the mind bends down to gather them, it forgets where it was going. It's the same in every life. We stop for admiration, approval, a little pleasure, a little control. And each detour deepens the forest. But the flowers are not evil. They are neutral, awaiting interpretation. Seen with the Holy Spirit, they are reminders of fragrance that cannot fade. Seen through the ego, they are bait, the perfume of forgetfulness. Grandmother's house, the body as a false refuge. The wolf reaches the house first because fear always outruns love. Grandmother represents the body, the mind's projection of home. It seems to be a safe place, a resting place. But the body is only the mind's disguise, the costume love wears to pretend it's vulnerable. The wolf devours the grandmother and takes her place. That's the ego pretending to be God, taking over the seat of comfort and care. It puts on the robe of love but keeps the teeth of judgment. The house is dimly lit, the air heavy. Everything familiar is slightly wrong. That's the sensory world, convincing, detailed and false. The eyes, ears and teeth. Perception without vision. What big eyes you have, the better to see you with. What big ears you have, the better to hear you with. What big teeth you have, the better to eat you with. These are not threats, they are commentaries on perception. The body's eyes cannot truly see, the body's ears cannot truly hear, and the body's mouth devours illusions, not truth.
The wolf's exaggerated features are the ego's senses, enlarged, distorted, claiming to connect us to the world while only confirming separation. Every sense shouts, "Look, touch, taste," but never says, "Be still." Vision belongs to spirit, not the eyes. Hearing belongs to understanding, not the ears. Love devours nothing. It joins. The rescue, the awakening. In one version, the huntsman cuts open the wolf and frees them. In another, Red herself sees through the disguise. Either way, the rescue is not an act of violence, it's the return of awareness. No one was hurt because no one was swallowed. Dreamers cannot die in dreams. They can only wake up. The wolf vanishes the moment he's recognized. Fear dissolves when its mask is seen as familiar fabric, made by the same mind that wears it. This is the shift from nightmare to miracle. You don't slay the ego. You see that it was never there. The moral turned holy. The world's moral. Don't talk to strangers. Spirit's correction. There are no strangers. The world's moral. Stay on the path. Spirit's correction. The path is in you. The world's moral. Beware the wolf. Spirit's correction. Forgive the wolf. The ego warns, danger lies ahead. But the only danger is believing in distance. Red's journey through the forest is the mind's journey through perception. Every shadow, every whisper, every tooth and tree, all of it is a projection of fear, longing to be loved back into light. The moment she sees that, the woods open. The home she sought was never down the path. It was where she started, within. Once upon a time, a little girl feared the forest and a wolf wore love's disguise. But when fear was forgiven, the wolf took off his mask, and the girl realized she was never lost at all.